Hello, my name is Luis Alfaro, and I'll be presenting foreshadowing in the play Romeo and Juliet. In these lines, Romeo's death is foreshadowed to be later on in the play. Romeo hints at Juliet's impending death as well, when he responds, "And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood, adieu, adieu." This is one of many examples of language centered on death and suicide used in the play to heighten the audience's anticipation of events to come. When Benvolio tries to cure Romeo's lovesickness by persuading him to look at other women, he says, "Tut, man, one fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and behold by backward turning." The tut shows that Benvolio is not taking Romeo's problem seriously. Benvolio says the obvious: you can fight fire with fire. A new love will make you forget the love you already have. And if you get dizzy by turning around in a circle, just turn around the other way. Benvolio just thinks Romeo is a hopeless romantic and should cure his current lovesickness with a new lovesickness. This foreshadows Romeo's finding with Juliet later on in the play. I personally thought this was the best foreshadowing in the play because it talked a lot about Romeo meeting someone other than Rosalind. At Capulet's feast, to keep Tybalt from attacking Romeo, Capulet resorts to threats and insults for Tybalt. Tybalt can only be quiet and leave, but first promises Romeo he will pay. Gall is anything that is extremely bitter and also means poison. This foreshadows Romeo's death for Juliet by drinking poison in the finale. Later on in the same scene, when Capulet's party is breaking up, the nurse is sent to find out Romeo's name by Juliet. Juliet says, "If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed." Act 1, Scene 5, line 135. If Romeo were to be married, then Juliet will die unmarried because she will never marry another. She is foreshadowing her fate in which her grave does become her wedding bed. Before Friar Lawrence and Romeo wait for Juliet to arrive so the wedding can be performed, Friar Lawrence agrees to marry them because of the after hours. He hopes this marriage will put an end to... He hopes this marriage will put an end to the feud between the houses of the Montague and Capulet. If things go wrong, then the sorrows of those after hours will chide them. Romeo, on the other hand, lives only on the present and thinks that a minute with Juliet is greater than any other sorrow in later hours. His words of love devouring death foreshadows Romeo and Juliet's death at the end.
Thank you.